Welcome back to a holiday edition of Morning Mix. If there's something we all love about the holidays, it's all the wonderful food. Today we have award-winning chef and general manager of the Village Cafe in Aiken, Jason Tufts, a good friend of mine. He is with us this morning here in the Morning Mix kitchen. And boy, you have got a delicious holiday dish that you want to show us about. What is porchetta?
So
I've always heard about it. I've never experienced it.
It's basically it's an Italian dish. You find it mainly in the Roman regions of Italy, the central part of the country.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pork belly that is marinated overnight in a beautiful herb pesto or pesto. Those flavors really seep down into the fat of the pork belly. It's then rolled, tied, and roasted super hot to a perfect succulent 165.
On a scale of 1 to 10. What's the difficulty of this dish? Because you know I burn water.
It's really just a patience game. It's probably a 3 easily. It's just being patient, trusting the method, and just cooking.
Okay, so let's see the method here.
Right,
so what do we need to do?
So I've got a beautiful skin-on pork belly.
Mm-hmm.
You can get it at any of your local butcher shops or maybe even at your supermarket. We're just going to season this fairly liberally with salt and pepper. And then I've got a beautiful herb mix right here. Fresh basil, fresh rosemary right out of the cafe.
By the way, when
garden.
he pulled this out, the aroma just overtook the kitchen. It smelled so delicious.
Thank you. Fresh dill, a little bit of oregano, and lots of chopped garlic. That's what you're smelling.
Yeah, that's my boy.
The key. So just kind of spread this on. Now, it's better to prepare this the night before,
right?
So that it, like I said, the flavors really get a chance to seep into the meat. And now, yes?
Go, keep going.
I was going to say, now the fun part is basically we're going to roll this
right.
like a pancetta. You would see the pancetta or, a roulade, if you will. We're going to roll it, and then we're going to tie it. I've got this string here that I've cut about 4 times the length of the actual product. So I like to roll. You can see you got a skinny side here, the lip of your pork. This is where it was closer to the underside of your belly here.
Okay.
And that will make a great seal for a nice tight roll here.
So you're just rolling it up and then tying it up.
Tightly as you can.
Okay.
Leave that seam side down. That'll kind of hold it all together. And now you're going to take one end of your string here, and you're going to tie it securely around, making just a regular knot. And this is fun. I'd love to see how butchers did this back in the olden days, because you can literally tie a net with this thing. It's really neat. So the technique I like to use is I like to take the string, wrap it around my fingers, and create a loop, and fold it just around. And then you now have a...
So there's a method to this.
Essentially, it's close to a running hitch knot. So now you can cinch it down and do the same thing all the way down.
Over and over and over again.
Exactly, all the way down the pork.
Jason, how did you get your start? You and I have known each other since, 1991?
Yes, sir.
And you weren't that good a cook back then.
I was not.
So where did all this come from?
So just love of being in the kitchen with my grandmother, my Italian grandmother, Isabel, which you remember fondly.
Oh, yes,
beautiful
I do.
woman.
Very much so.
Grandma really instilled a love of cooking for me. And then being Italian, it was kind of in our heritage. I feel everybody in my family had something that they cooked really, really well.
Right.
My senior year in high school, my mom reached out to me and told me that there was a culinary school in Charleston that was looking, for opening enrollment. And, she thought maybe I should apply. And I did, and I fell in love with it. It's where I'm supposed to be in life. So.
And now I want to say, throw this out. He is the chef and the general manager of the Village Cafe in Aiken. You've got some awards under your belt, too. I want to brag on them a little bit. What are those?
Well, I was nominated with four other chefs across the state in 2020 to be a South Carolina Chef Ambassador. We now come from a long line of chef ambassadors. There's 15 of us total. No, actually, I'm sorry. Forgive me, I'm not counting this year. There's several more of us now. So at any rate, our job is to go around and promote farm to table. Right. We partner with the Department of Agriculture to promote local farmers as best we can, to also partner with Discover South Carolina for travel and tourism. Mm-hmm. So it's a great initiative created by the governor's office in 2015 to bring all things South Carolina to foodies.
What a great way to help out. What a great way to help out. And you can also try the food if you go to Village Cafe. Okay, so back to the porchetta. So this is all set and ready to go.
Rock and roll. It's going to go 350-degree oven for about 2.5 hours until it reaches 165 in the middle.
Okay. But the magic of live TV, we have fast forwarded 2.5 hours, so we have something in the oven here. We're going to check that out. We're going to go ahead and move this while he sets that up. So now, how long have you been to the Village Cafe, Jason?
I've been there for a little over a year now.
Right.
It was a year in September, so it's been a wonderful experience. Great time.
Right.
Great.
And the way this looks and the way it already smells with it open is just absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
So apart from this, you're setting this up. We're getting a little time here.
Yeah.
What's your favorite holiday dish to make?
That's a hard and loaded
I thought
question.
that would be. Yes, I did.
Definitely not
I
one
thought that would
we're
be.
able to do. I enjoy just basically anything. So.
You got your knife? Here we go.
I do. Yes.
Let's take a test. Let's see if we can. Can the camera hit that? Oh yeah, check that out.
So our next step would be basically to
untie it.
Cut the string off. Exactly. The fun part. So we'll just kind of peel a little bit here so we can get to the goodies underneath.
Oh yeah, my mouth is watering right now.
So
the smell is just great in the kitchen here.
Thank you.
It's a shame Z had to run out of the studio real fast. I will save a little bit for her. That's okay.
Yeah, we'll save some for her for sure.
Okay, we've got about 20 seconds here. Let's go ahead and take a piece of that.
All right.
Wow, can you just, oh, look at all of that just falling out in the middle there. What the seasoning and everything. Where can people go to get more information about the Village Cafe, Jason?
www.villagecafeaiken.com.
Village Cafe, okay, here we go. Oh my gosh.